Hello once again, loyal Brassbanned internet viewers. Tonight we're here with the president of the Darebin City Brass.
That's right.
Is that the name of the
That's
organisation?
correct.
Darebin City Brass, Mr. Chris Lee. Chris, how are you going?
I'm good, thanks. Tim, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you very much for asking. Now Chris, how's Darebin tracking for nationals?
Look, we're really enjoying ourselves.
Right.
We're loving the pieces that we're playing, and yeah, look, we're just glad that it's in Melbourne. We don't have to travel.
Yeah, mate, it really helps, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Much better. And you're getting a full turnout to all your rehearsals?
Yeah, attendance has been great. We've been lucky enough to have a lot of the juniors slowly make their way through the ranks, and yeah, we're just lucky to have as many people as we've got, so we're pleased. We're very pleased.
That's great. So you guys are a real community band. You're not getting any high-flying overseas people to come and bolster up any sections. You just sort of steady as it goes.
No, we don't have the cash for that. No, yeah. Look, we've got one or two people that have coming from interstate to help us out, but yeah, so we're very lucky to have them. But it's mostly people that are from Darebin around here. Yeah.
And tell me more about the junior band. So is it Northern Brass you guys have up here?
That's right. We've got two programs. We have a junior development program run by Mr. Jack Kelly, who is a life member of just about every band in Melbourne.
Yep.
And he's been doing that for many years. We've also got our C grade band, which is currently run by Andrew Power, and that's been going on for about 6 years now as a competing band.
Great.
And yeah, it's acting sort of now as we'd hoped, as we'd envisioned 6 years ago, as a sort of a feeder band to our A grade band.
Great. So how many sort of participants would you have in all the bands combined over the three programs?
Jack just told me tonight that he's sort of overflowing with juniors. There's got to be around 90 people at least that are consistently here week in, week out.
Fantastic.
That have something to do with one of the three bands that we've got going on. So there's a lot of people involved.
And that program, have you sort of gone out and copied someone else's, the pathways they're having, or have you sort of grown this organically yourselves?
Not to my knowledge. I think we just saw that Jack was running something great, and we needed somewhere for those kids that were sort of getting a bit past that sort of junior level, and they just didn't have anything. And we had a lot of people that were also in the A grade band that weren't too keen on the pressures of A grade and what that requires of people. So it just sort of made sense to make another band, and we've been lucky enough to keep that going, and it's just been winning lots of things, and it's really good fun to be part of.
I can't really think of any bigger organisations going around in Victoria, at least having sort of 90 members come in and out every week. I think that's a really good effort. Tell me, do you get much support from the local government? Do you get sort of funding and all that, or is that?
Yeah, we do. We get a considerable grant from the Darebin City Council, and we have for quite a number of years. We're really hoping that can continue, because without that we just wouldn't survive. We're very lucky to have a great band hall and some instruments that are comparatively better, I suppose, than some of the other bands around. But not yet. But yeah, we're always in need of funds, so fundraising is a big part of the organisation as well.
Great, excellent. And back to nationals this year, can you tell us and all the loyal brass band viewers, what are you guys playing for your own choice?
Our own choice is Red Priest by Philip Wilby.
And how's that going? Is that sort of a traditional piece with nice melodies, or something a bit new age and kind of scary to listen to? How would you describe it?
I really enjoy it. I think it's based on a lot of Verdi stuff. I pronounce that right. Well so yeah, I suppose it's really fun for the band to play. There are a lot of little motifs that keep popping up that anyone would recognise, and we're having a lot of fun playing it. It's a challenge, but it's a beautiful piece of music.
And that was just composed last year or the year before for one of the big UK competitions. Is that right?
I think it was test piece for the British Open last year. I think, and our conductor was there at the competition and was inspired, so he bought it then and there and decided that's what we were going to play.
Fantastic. And who conducts Darebin City Brass?
Our conductor at the moment is Mr. Tom Paulin.
Great. And how did you come to have him as your conductor?
Tom's been around the traps for a number of years. He's only just sort of recently returned from the UK, and prior to that he was in Melbourne for quite some time. The Preston band was actually the first band to get Tom to come out from the UK and start conducting and playing. And since then I think Tom's been around to quite a number of A-grade bands as well, and he's found his way back here, and we're very glad to have him.
Excellent. So you're confident you're going to be sort of top 3, top 4, or just see how it goes for nationals?
No, look, I think we're really keen to build on our 4th place, I think, last year.
Yeah, that's right.
So the top 5 is something definitely well within our grasp, I think. But look, it's competing. It's anything could happen.
Absolutely. And tell us a bit more. So it's Preston Band, it's Darebin Band. Were there 2 bands that merged, or is there just a lot of names for the one organisation?
No, originally it was the Preston Band. What happened eventually when Preston became Darebin City, Darebin City obviously sponsor us, so they asked that we include that in our name. Yep. So we are the Darebin City Brass, but we have our 3 organisations. Preston Band, because there's a lot of history to do with Preston. Absolutely. And so we kept that name as well. It's not too confusing.
And is there a website or somewhere people should check out if they're interested in joining or finding out more about the band?
Right behind us, www.Darebin City Brass. It's supposed to be a .com there. I don't think we could afford the .com.
We need a bigger grant from the council next year, I think.
I think so. But yes, that's our website, and we've got a lot of things happening on Facebook as well. So it seems to be sort of the thing that it's much easier for people to go to Facebook and check us out there. So there's a lot of things happening there as well.
Excellent. And aside from nationals, do you have any other big plans for the band for this year? Any big concerts or things people should look out for?
Yeah, we've got a gig up in Bright in a couple of weeks. Fantastic. So it's, I think, 2 weeks after.
At the Chalet, is it?
A few of us might be staying at the Chalet, yes, but we've had a long association with the people in Bright. Yep. Mr. Jack Kett, as a former member of the band, and we had very strong ties with him, so we go up there every year and perform the Jack Kett Memorial Concert. And for the people of Bright, it's a good.
And when's that?
It's a very good question.
Check it on the website. I'm sure it'll be there.
It'll be there somewhere, yeah.
Well, Chris, thanks very much for joining us.
No worries. Thanks for having me, Tim.